Hey guys, Eric here with Pioneer Survival Company. Today we're here at the Dorothy Molter Museum. Dorothy was actually very well known for, she was kind of a outsider that lived in the kind of the forestry area of the Boundary Waters area. And she was very, very well known for selling root beer to people as they traveled through. Let's go ahead and check out the museum and take a look around.
All right, so we're over at Cabin 3 of Dorothy Molter. She was the last indigenous woman to live on the Boundary Waters over at the Pine Lake Resort. In 1986, she died. And at that point, a bunch of volunteers went over to her old homestead and they moved a lot of her cabins and stuff over here to create the museum. So what we're going to do now is go through some of the buildings. We're going to check out some of the artifacts. We're just going to explore the life of Dorothy Molter, who created some fantastic root beer and helped enrich a lot of lives.
We used to do it all by hand. It's a little bit hard on your back. There's a few of them that could do a real good job, just one-handed. I used to like to stand by and watch those fellows.
So a pleasant surprise I just came across while I was in Cabin 3. Hanging on the second door as you walk in, actually is Dorothy's root beer recipe. Go ahead and take a picture of that, and you can make her a magnificent root beer at home.
The root beer idea took on pretty good. It went real well and kids liked it. So it started out a little bit slow, but there weren't so many people either, but they still drank the root beer. They'd like to drink 5 and 6 bottles. When my dad and my nephew and I cut, it never take us a couple of weeks. But sometime later,
So we're checking out cabin number 2, and basically this is a replica of how her cabin would have been set up in the wintertime. Fun fact, she was actually a registered nurse, and she could do a lot of wilderness first aid for people that were out canoeing and stuff on the Boundary Waters. She was so famous for it, actually, that the outfitters started putting a little star on the map and telling people if they got hurt while they were out there, they could actually swing by Dorothy's and she could provide some medical attention for them.
So to finish off the adventure of Dorothy's, there's a nature trail out through here that's just a little bit less than a quarter mile. Out here you can find sphagnum moss. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. Dorothy actually used that to keep her root beer cool during the summer months. Let's go ahead and just take a quick walk around here and see what it has to offer.
All right, and we're coming up to cabin number 5. All right, so we just took that wonderful short tour, that nice little trail around the area, which was really beautiful. I don't know if it came out, but we saw a nice red-headed woodpecker, and we ended up here in cabin 5. This basically just is kind of the culmination of Dorothy's life. Just kind of explains how, you know, she helped shape the Boundary Waters and how the Boundary Waters is ever changing. It talks about how in 1964 Congress passed the Wilderness Act, which was actually the act where they wanted to push Dorothy out of her home. But she fought it in the true spirit of her nature, and they actually ended up buying the property from her, but she was allowed to stay until 1975. So this has been a fun little stop. We encourage anybody that happens to be in the Ely, Minnesota area to come check out this wonderful place. I'm getting ready to go check out the gift shop and pick up some of the root beer because I had some the other day and it was pretty tasty. This is Sean and Eric with Pioneer Survival Company. Make sure you check us out on pioneersurvivalcompany.com or Instagram or YouTube under Pioneer Survival Company. See you next time.